Hi students! As I mentioned before, I gave you quite a bit of feedback on your ad analysis essay, and I want to show you how to read that feedback appropriately. So if you log into our course, you can then go over here to Course Tools. When you click on it, you'll get to My Grades. I've shown you this before. Your regular homework grades simply have a little comment that you can click on, and you can read my comments. But because the ad analysis essay is more detailed, I want to make sure you can effectively read it. So first of all, you'll see again a little comment bubble with some overall comments on the paper. So here, student Rebecca has received this feedback from Ms. Gajunas. You had great ideas, but you had numerous comma errors. In addition, you used some informal language and repetition. So feel free to start there. But there's much more. The next thing I would go to is the rubric. When you click on the rubric, you'll be able to see exactly how you scored in each of the categories. So I want you to pay attention to what you're doing well and what you're not doing so well. This will help you improve quite a bit as a writer. And then you'll see my overall comments at the bottom again. But the next thing I'd like you to do is to click on the document itself, Ad Analysis Final Draft. When you do so, you'll get this kind of confusing looking window, so pay attention to how to make this window less confusing. First, close out this box. Second, click on this arrow. Third, hover over here and another arrow will appear. Click on that arrow. Now you can see the actual paper itself with my comments in the margins. Some of these comments are constructive and positive, and some point out errors that you have in the paper. The other thing I want to show you is that anything highlighted in green is an error in rhetorical awareness. That can mean several things. Here, it obviously means repetition. You see the same word being repeated in close proximity. I will also highlight informal words in green, which includes contractions or use of the word you, or any of the other elements we covered in our informal language worksheet. And I will also highlight in green any uses of first person, because you are not allowed to use first person point of view in this essay. If you want to go back over to see my comments, you can click this arrow again, and you'll see that you have access again to the rubric right here. Okay? So I want to make sure that you're able to read through all of those types of feedback. Then, after you've read that feedback, I'd like you to go ahead and try to revise your ad analysis essay, taking into account all of this feedback. And you can bring that revision with you to class, and I will meet with you about that revision next Wednesday, and we can talk about how to improve it even further. Please remember, revision is optional. You do not need to revise your ad analysis essay, but if you'd like to do so, you'll get an entirely new grade, which will definitely improve your average for the course. Thanks so much.